Hey, dog fans, welcome on into another edition of Dog Pound Rockin'. I'm your host, an absolute fanatic when it comes to all areas of Mississippi State sports and athletics, Bobby Anthony, and you have waited long enough. Yes, I understand we've been waiting for the official Dog Pound Rockin' prediction, the summer during the doldrums, the desert, and I know this is a fresh glass of water in the Sahara because we all know, besides Lindy's Sports Magazines in 2005, the premier place to get your summer fix for college football. And the guru of them all is Dog Pound Rockets. So let's dive right into it. I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys know. I mean, I think we're still riding the wave, the metaphorical wave of hiring a baseball coach that we've been waiting for over a decade. We've been waiting for someone to finally we deserved this kind of hire. So when we go out and we finally hit a home run or a grand slam, so to speak, it's like, oh, wow, this is amazing. Well, it's what we deserved all along. We had the best fans in the country. We just won a national championship. We had the best stadium in the country, the biggest stadium in the country. We're now starting to show that we're flexing our NIL dollars. Mississippi State was a sleeping giant, and we proved that. Kudos to Zach Selman, went out and got the coach that we all deserved, and it's the reason why, even though we had a head coach that had won a national championship before, we didn't want to settle because we knew what we were capable of. We knew the kind of coach we were capable of going and getting. I digress. That wave, oh yeah, just like the depression from football rode all the way through basketball and all the way even through baseball, this new emotion that we're feeling with this excitement and renewed energy from baseball is, yeah, oh yeah, it's a real thing. It's bleeding into football. So what we're going to talk about is that's a good thing too, because Mississippi State has to get off to a good quick start. It's no secret that we're murderers row, so to speak. We don't have a gimme game like we did last year, where we saw 10,000 points in the first game, and then we play Arizona State and we look like a team that has no talent, right? But we still hung in there. Well, here's the deal. I think there's like 60 new players total. Like, I'm not really even sure exactly how many new players we have. 50 players, like 20 in the transfer portal. But the point is like, if Mississippi State gets off to a slow start, I think that you really have to evaluate, like, Levy's job could be on the line by halftime against Southern Miss. Like, his entire existence, his entire tenure at Mississippi State could be 100% on the line, in which he may have to make a gut check quarterback change. I mean, I would. I mean, when you have a 5-star quarterback sitting right behind this guy that you're just like super loyal to, that's injury prone, wasn't that highly rated in the transfer portal 2 years ago when you got him. We weren't really like exactly sure, but we're gonna roll with it because it's your guy. That's fine, but you have to be ready and capable to make the change when you need to, because Coleman Hutzler's job depends on it, because you wouldn't fire him last year, so he still has one. Your job depends on it. Everybody on the staff, all the new analysts that we got, Rhodes, and by the way, I'm excited about the experience that's coming on defensively. I think we'll be much better defensively. I think we'll make a return to, if you look at like when Jackie Sherrill's defense crumbled, and then it came right back with the Crum years. It wasn't really a talent thing. It's always been an effort thing. Mississippi State has DNA in Starkville, defensive DNA, just embedded in Starkville, and they can pull it out whenever they need to. Well, let's hope they pull it out this year. Let's hope they're sick of reading about how bad they are. Let's hope they get back to the roots that's ingrained in the culture of knock you upside the head defense. And we're going to see notable progress. I think right after Peter's sermon, huge difference. Mississippi State, just like they can turn around baseball in one season, go from almost missing the tournament to top 5 team the next year, number 1, they can do that for defensively for football. It's just how it rolls. It's just how it goes. So in my opinion, the main part, if I could get it out, that we need to focus on is the entire season depends on quarterback, which is kind of in essence, side department from the coach, but offensive line, and it looked scary for a while. It looked like during spring we were just going to have another, like, well, who are these guys from the transfer portal? We didn't look great last year. We lost some guys. Well, how's the offensive line going to do? It's not going to matter for Devon Booth and Fluff Bothwell and the plethora. I mean, we got a lot of great running backs, right? Daniels. It's not going to matter if we don't have an offensive line to run through. And Shapen isn't exactly Johnny Manziel back there, so we may have to switch to Coleman Hawks a little bit. He's not like Johnny Manziel either. He's serviceable as a runner. He's a lot more athletic than you think, which is why I think he's better fit. I just think all around Coleman Hawks the best fit for this offense. Taylor's great too, but I mean he's a freshman, and we don't want to rehash that from last year. But even though I think he's going to be awesome, but right now I think Coleman Hawks the best fit. But we got to figure that out before Southern Miss. Okay. I say all that to say this. This prediction is taking into account two things. And this isn't a cop-out. This is just how it is. This is just the way it is. Number one, offensive line has to figure itself out early. And I don't mean world beaters. I mean we have to be able to run a play, right? We're going to be playing conference Sun Belt. We're playing a Sun Belt team first and a Big 12 team at home second. This isn't the SEC, guys. We don't have to figure it out that early. We get 4 non-conference games to figure this thing out in the state of Mississippi. We better figure it out. We actually get 5 in the state of Mississippi. 4 non-conference games in the state of Mississippi to figure out the offensive line. Well, if you got the right guys, you should be able to figure it out, right? So Southern Miss, I think you come away with a win. I think it's kind of ugly. And by ugly, I mean most of us would rather see 41-38 than we would see 17-14 because we want to know that Jeff Lebby's offense is going. We know no matter what, state fans, no matter how worried they are about the defense, no matter how worried they tell you, we know we can pull a defense out of our, whenever we need to. So no matter what, I'm telling you, state fans would rather see proof in the pudding of this Jeff Lebby promised points potential. Okay? Excuse the alliteration, but it's true. And I think most people would say, okay, we know we can pull out the defense, whatever. I mean, heck, the defense was terrible last year, but when they needed to, they showed up in the Egg Bowl. They showed up against a lot of different teams that were supposed to run us off the field. It's there. We need to know that our quarterback's going to be the right guy. Our offense is going to be offensive line is going to be doing good. Our offense is going to be the right offense, and we got the right guy at the helm, calling the plays and directing us. Say what you want about Dan and his shorts and his ability to blow a game or whatever, or not win the big one. We knew our offense was in the right hands, and it was in the hands of our head coach. We need to know that with Lebby. We need to know we have the right offense with the right head coach, and we're doing the right things. We don't know that yet. So if we come out, and I think it's going to be in the middle. I don't think it's going to be 10-7, and I don't think it's going to be 54-53. I think you're going to see kind of like what you saw like when we played Louisiana Lafayette or Louisiana a few years ago. I think you're going to see just a 31, 29, 22, 31, 25 type thing where it's just they make some plays, we make some plays. It's an average football game. We weren't too excited one way or the other. But I think that's right where you want us. So number one, Southern Miss. Again, this is taking into account that we figured everything out, which is offensive line, quarterback, and Lebby, because I ain't worried about defense. Southern Miss. Mississippi State 30. Southern Miss 24. Official prediction. You heard her here first. Now, let's move into Arizona State. Well, guess what, guys? I hear a lot of people saying, oh, this could be an upset. This could be an upset. This could be an upset. What up? Where? Where's the upset? Look, I know a lot of people think because Arizona State made it to the college football playoff last year and, their new coach has things rolling and we went 2-10 and there's just this huge disparity. They'll be a top 25 team. We're predicted to only win less than 4 games by Vegas. Well, that's great and all. We still only lost by 7 with a significantly worse team last year than we have this year on the road against that same team that made the college football playoff, who will be a significantly different team and has to come to Starkville. Mind you, a 1-0 Starkville, mind you, that is just coming off of a baseball hiring from a head coach and is hungry for they are forgiving last year and they're hungry for reparations. Okay, you're going to have to pay Arizona State. You got to come back to Starkville. I know we went out there. You got to come back here. And we're hungry. And y'all might not be as hungry. Y'all might not be as hungry. You just got off a cough. Y'all had y'all's bad years. Last year, finally. We're thirsty, and y'all got some water. Y'all got Kool-Aid. Y'all got Gatorade. We're thirsty. So I think that I watch Vegas. Watch Vegas. Agree with me. Oh, but Bobby, top 25 team. Oh, Bobby, they made a college football player. We will not be more than a touchdown underdog. Mark my words. Definitely not more than definitely not more than double digits. But I think less than a touchdown. Anyways, I think we win that game. That's 2-0. And then the Northern Illinois one could be really tricky if we win that Arizona State game, because that could be a letdown game. I think we finished the non-conference 4-0. I think that Tennessee game, if we lose to Arizona State early, and I don't want to just throw a bit, because if we lose to Arizona State, if we lose to Southern or Arizona State, I don't see Levy making it out of here if we don't start 2-0. But his one chance at redemption would be if we finish the non-conference 3-1. Then that redemption with Tennessee. I think there's a chance to pull the upset with Tennessee. I digress. You want the official Dog Pound Rockin' prediction, and I'm giving to you short and sweet. Southern Miss, 31-24. Arizona State, 35-33. And that game could get away. We could run away with that. But anyway, 35-33. Northern Illinois, 30-24. A lot of the similar style games, I think. I think it's a similar style. Defense a little better. Offense trying to figure things out. Then you blow out Alcorn or whoever the FCS team is. And then you get to Tennessee. I think you lose a close one with Tennessee. I won't give the prediction. I think you lose a close one with Tennessee. You have to find a way between Tennessee and the Egg Bowl just to get one more win. That puts you at 5. I haven't decided yet whether or not we can get that one win. As of today, the official Dog Pound Rockin' prediction, I'll go ahead and say it. I'm sorry, you guys want accuracy. You don't want fluff. You don't want homerism. You want straight up accuracy. That means when I say something that could be perceived as, oh man, you're just a hater. Well, I'm gonna turn right about around and give you the homer pick. This could be perceived as a homer. I think Mississippi State starts out 4-0. But then I don't think that they win another game until the Egg Bowl. But then I think they win the Egg Bowl. How's that for a pendulum swing? Well, it's because it's officially from Dog Pound Rockin'. I don't know if I like it. Maybe we can sneak into a 5-7, or bowl game off a grade thing. I don't necessarily like it. I don't necessarily hate it. But it's coming straight from Dog Pound Rockin', so you know it's the truth. All right, guys. Final prediction, Mississippi State starts out 4-0. Does not win an SEC game to the last game of the year. Knock off the Rebels in a tremendous upset. Enough to save Jeff Levy and crew's job. I just think it's how it goes. Ole Miss, very similar to Arizona State. Almost college football playoff appearance last year. We went on the road, made it a game. They're worse. This year we'll be better. We get them at the end of the year. Hopefully we'll have gelled. They may have had a disappointing year. They've gotten to where they think disappointing years are like 8-4. If they go 8-3 before they come into Starkville, Mississippi, especially if we've found a way to win one game and in between the 4-0 start in there, and we have 5, and we're playing for a bowl game. Official Dog Pound Rockin' prediction: Mississippi State starts out 4-0, and then their next and last win of the year is in the Egg Bowl for a 5-7 final prediction, and they win the Egg. To heck with it. Let's say we run them out of Starkville. 41-30-31, 41-20. 28, 41-28, and that's enough for your first SEC win in 2 years it would have been, and a 5-7 record, and that's their final Dog Pound Rocker prediction. Boom, 5-7, book it, and the Egg back in Starkville, and hey, that opens up a lot more hope towards you can sell that in the offseason. You can sell progress. You can sell we're getting better. You can on both sides of the ball. You got a little bit of continuity. You got the golden egg, so you can sell, hey, Mississippi kids. Hey, you can say, hey, look, we're going in the right direction. They're going in the opposite direction. And I really think that can bleed into the rest of sports and get Mississippi State turned back around in all areas of Mississippi State athletics, because I am an absolute fanatic in all areas of Mississippi State sports and athletics. And I am Bobby Anthony. This is Dog Pound Rockin' today, Hell State.